information we need as we spread our dragnet to relevant sectors of the society that would need the service of relocation and working overseas. And so we are here to unfold a lot of package. And when Morocco stands for anything, it is assured. And there is no doubting the possibility. And so we would now listen to the MD while she introduces the discussion. Thank you. You are welcome once again.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Paul, for the introduction. Thank you for everything that you've just said. I don't know, is it possible for, let Ms. Aisha, probably it would be better for her to call me at this point, then I will come a bit later. Thank you.
All right. So, Ms. MS Aisha, if you are there, I guess you're there. I think I saw the name. Please, you have the floor. I think I just admitted her in now. Aisha, please, can you hear us?
Hello. Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Sorry.
Is that the voice of MS Aisha?
Yeah, this is Aisha. Good morning, everyone.
Okay, all right. Please, you have the floor to speak to us now.
Excellent. Good morning and happy Saturday, everyone. Again, we have come to talk about, the different routes that we have, which is available to us for candidates, for applicants from Africa, from the world over, really. I'm going to speak slightly about Canada. I won't go into too much details because at the end of the webinar, if you want any further information, you can either email us, which will put an email up for you to email us at the end of the webinar if you're unsure about anything. There are different routes. Now we're going to talk about Canada. Canada, it's a very well. Canada is a very welcoming country, especially for people coming from other parts of the world who can benefit and add value to their economy and their country. So one of the routes which we're going to use to go to Canada is we're going to use the Labor Market Impact Assessment. I'll talk about that later, which is the LMIA. But the route one we're going to use is the one where candidates will get a one-to-one assessment with a skills apprentice. This particular route is a shared responsibility between Morocco and the candidate. I call it a shared responsibility because we work hand in hand with you. We'll guide you along the way, making sure your CV is up to date, making sure your CV says the kind of things they want to hear. Also, you see, one of the important things about this route is that you don't have to prove any funds, no IELTS, although it takes about 6 to 8 months. But the benefit of this is that you get to have multiple interviews. For example, depending on what kind of work you're looking for, if you want to work as a healthcare assistant, you want to work as a barber, as a hairdresser, a driver working in factories. You get to have multiple interviews, and we prepare you for these interviews. So you're not on your own. We're working with you 24/7. You do have to make a deposit. I will leave the money aspect, the financial implication, for later. And apart from just, preparing you for the interview, is a holistic service we're giving you. Another benefit also is, dependents are welcome. So you can go with your dependents. But one of the most important things that we do for you is that we signpost you. We help you to get accommodation. Sometimes the company will provide accommodation, and sometimes we will signpost you to where you'll be able to get accommodation while you're in Canada. This route, like I said, it takes about 6 to 8 months processing, because it's not you put in the form today and you get it tomorrow. No. There are a lot of governmental forms to be filled. There are a lot of requirements and a lot of criteria that we have to meet, which we will work hand in hand with you along the way, everything we're doing, for you to see exactly what we're doing, how we're doing it, why we're doing it, how it will benefit you, and ultimately how it will benefit your host country. I'm calling it your host country now because, that's where you're going. Another route, again, like I said, I'm not talking about the financial implications for now. If you have questions at the end, we can come to that. Another route we're going to use is the LMIA, which is the Labor Market Impact Assessment route. Although this route is different from the first route because it takes about 2 to 3 months, it is faster, but it is more capital intensive. The financial exposure is more. We help you to prepare your CV. There are no interviews here. Your dependents are also welcome, but this one goes through a government portal, a structured government portal, where there are lots of jobs for you, but we have to match your CV to the kind of jobs you're looking for. I don't know if this helps. If you have any questions, you can keep it to the end. We also have routes for coming into the UK for companies. We've got Australia, we've got Poland, we've got Portugal as well. Having said this, I would hand over to the CEO to carry on from here. With any questions, you need me anytime, I'm here. Thank you for listening, and it's been an honor and a pleasure.
Oh, thank you, madam. I think we've all heard what you said. We'll, as you rightly said, we'll reserve our questions for the later part. But I think you were pretty fast. There are certain things some of us couldn't grasp, especially when you were talking about the first. There are two options you explained in terms of Canada.
Yes.
Yeah, the option before the LMIA, we didn't get that. What's the title of the first option, please?
Well, it could be.
I will come to that because she's handed over to me. I'm going to elaborate more on that aspect. Okay. As we know, good morning, everyone. Sorry, I'm a bit late due to obviously I was having too much to do, but I'm here now. I know people. I think a lot of people might be thinking that it was 10 o'clock, maybe 10 o'clock UK time. I don't know. So, but I'm hoping that we'll have more people. But anyway, those that are not able to join now, they can as well watch our YouTube channel. I think Miss Oluwatoyin can put the network how to reach us on YouTube. She'll put it on the chat column so you can always copy it and go back and watch it again, and then you can follow up the processes that we've just narrated. But I'm going to elaborate on what Ms. Aisha has already said. She said it all. So it's straightforward. Is that um, uh, I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's very straightforward, and we get results. It's guaranteed and all that. So, like she said, we have several routes. We have the Canada one. We have the UK. We have definitely the Poland one. We have also the US. We have the Portugal as well. So they are study routes. They are work visa route. They are tourism one visa as well, and so many more. However, our target today and why we are having this is to talk more of the Canada travel scheme. So there are several um, um, pathways for the Canada stream. And we know we've come before. I think we've had some webinar before in the past where we talked about the Canada different pathways for Canada, and also the UK. We talked about that. We also have the New Zealand, a travel scheme and all the others. But Canada has a lot of pathways. Yeah, Canada has a lot of pathways, and the pathways have different criteria and different groups. And some of them are done by the province, the provinces, that because Canada, like you have in the UK, we have counties, but in Canada they have provinces. In the US they have states, just like some other African country or Asian countries. So in Canada they have provinces. So the provinces, the government allows them, they've given them some privileges to kind of source for their own workers, those that they deem fit, that would improve, that will help them sort the labor market shortage. So that's why you see the labor market impact assessment, which is the IMIE. So that is one pathway we're going to talk about. We don't want to flood we don't want to go through too many routes for now. So we're talking about these two pathways because we want to bring that first, and we have other ones, but you can't just do everyone, because if you want to go with one, it's better you go with that one rather than doing all the others. We have the study route also. The study one, I did a lot of study pathway this past few months, and it was just coming through and coming through. And to be honest with you, that was really remarkable for these the one we did. And it took time, because Canada, one thing about Canada is that they want the best. They want the best. They really want those that are serious, those that can actually improve the quality of life in Canada, and also that we promote development and all that. Canada is a big country, but their population is quite low. So even though this past few months, people are trooping in, they still do a lot of screening. That is why Morocco is working very, very closely with legal representatives, and also we have connections with the Canadian government, and also not just the government, with the employment companies as well. So we have that connections, and everything we do is legit. We don't go. I always tell people about how we operate. Everyone that knows me will definitely bring that up, and knows that I always want to do what is right. I mean, we are registered with the Ministry of Labor in Nigeria. We're working closely with the Home Office in the UK. We're doing everything right. So we are not a company that wants to rub their name with dirt. So that is why we take our time to source for the right companies, source for the right pathways for our clients, so that when you come on board, we know for sure that we are getting you sorted. So that is why we tell people, take your time, do what is right. When you come with us, make sure you are prepared, you are ready. It's because when we start, give us time, we'll put everything in place for you. So we've really sourced for many things. We sourced for a lot of opportunities for our clients. So the first pathway that Ms. Aisha already talked about has to do with the province. So this pathway, we will source for the job for you. We will make sure you have all the different category of work, the job role available. So you make your choice. You make the one that you feel would suit you. That is why we call it the shared responsibility pathway, because you have to make some decisions in terms of what job that you want, and also the most important part of it is your ability to partake in the interview that will be conducted. So you will be one-to-one online. It could be Zoom like we are having now. It could be Teams, Microsoft Teams. It could even be the Google Meet. So it all depends on that company, what tool they are going to use to conduct the interview. So when they conduct the interview, you would be present to answer their questions. It's just a normal interview like you would go attend anywhere in the world. So, however, like you've been informed, we will be there with you. We will follow through with you. We will help you to kind of streamline what could be the possible questions that would be asked, and how you can go about it, and how you can compose yourself and answer the questions. Be confident, be courageous, and give answers to what you are asked. So your communication skill is very vital to this part. So you don't have to worry. There's no cause for alarm. So you will be supported. You will be supported, like I said. So yeah. So the bottom line for this pathway is that, like you've been informed, you will not be doing your IELTS. IELTS doesn't matter at all. You don't IELTS. You don't require any IELTS English proficiency exam. You don't need that. You don't need proof of fund at all. And you can come with your family members. You can come with your family. You can, you can choose, choose the job that you want, and we go with you. Even if you don't get the job, for example, the first month we give you that opportunity, we get a job for you. And if you don't get that job, we will continue to source for another one. We will get you other jobs, and then you have 6 to 8 months. So the quicker you get the job, yeah, the quicker you pass the interview, the the better for you, and then you are done. And if they chose you, or if they choose you, then you would go through. You go through, and the next thing is the contract, and then you will go and get your visa. This is the easiest and is the best way to go travel, because when you travel with the visa without permits, the work visa, no one is going to stop you at the embassy. No one is going to stop you in the airport. No one is going to stop you anywhere, because you don't need any proof of anything. You are just going with the employer's letter. You are good to go. So this is the amazing part of this route. So we employ people. We want people to benefit from this pathway. We want people to really travel with their family. We want people to grab this opportunity, take advantage of this opportunity, and then use it wisely, so that even if in the future, because obviously you're going to get your permanent resident permit. Yeah, you're going to get your permanent resident permit. You work towards that to get your permanent resident permit. So Canada is a very nice country. I mean, I have spoken with a lot of people, and I've studied about Canada very well. It's a nice country. You don't want to miss. You don't want to miss Canada. It's a very nice country, and going with a visa that allows you to work would really help you to settle in, and help you to kind of function properly there. Now, that is the first the first one I'm going to talk about. Then the second one I'm going to talk about. Before we go on, if you know that you have people that needs to know this, please invite them, and you can invite them. You can also, if you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, I would say do that quickly, and you can like our YouTube channel as well. That will actually help the channel to be broadcast around the world, and people that needs support can actually get that support. They can actually be able to view and listen to watch and listen to channel. Please do that for us. It's very important. Yeah. So the second route is the ILMA So sorry, the LMIA, sorry. The LMIA is a route that it is guaranteed. It is guaranteed. It is guaranteed in terms of the work contract. You do not have to do the interview. It is well prepared with the government. So what they've done, they've looked at it and said, yes, if you can tell us that this person can work, the person is qualified, the person has all these criteria and it meets all that, we are going to allow that person. So the good thing about this pathway is that you would not do any interview. Like I said, that is number one. You're not doing any interview. And you have 1 year. When you are in Canada for 1 year, you will be able to get your permanent resident permit immediately. You get your permanent resident permit immediately, and then you can also bring your family. But we always advise people to, kind of go there first, and they can bring their family because of what you've already heard. The funds involved, because it's a bit, I wouldn't say a bit, but it's higher than. So I would say if this is the one you want, which is within 2 to 3 months, within a short period of time, would make a lot of impact for you. It would, because you will not have to wait long. And the employers, most times, they would give you an accommodation, and the accommodation, they might give you accommodation for 1 year and say, stay here for 1 year, and at least before the 1 year ends, you will be able to get yourself a befitting accommodation, because then you're settled, you're relaxed, and you're getting your income. Because all the pathways, both pathways I've talked about, they come with permanent job contracts. So they are permanent role. So this is what it's about. I would advise, if you have questions, please drop your questions on the chat column, so that when we are finishing our we can look at your questions, and we can answer the questions. Because if we keep taking it online, it might take a long time, and we don't want to take people's time. So if you have questions about all this, you can ask, and I'll see your questions. I'll be able to answer the questions. So this is it about the 2 routes. Like I said, the second one is within 2 to 3 months, is straightforward. You don't have to do a lot of work. We'll do most of, all the work for you, not even most of it. We'll do all the work for you. And it is guaranteed you're going to get your job, and you're going to get your permanent resident permit. So it is guaranteed. That is a guaranteed pathway. And that is it for me today. Thank you for listening. And if there's any question, like I said, I'm I'm willing to answer your question. Thank you.
Thank you very much, MD, for your very detailed account. It's the vital areas that are left now, the most crucial, the fees for the shared responsibility pathway, and then the fee for the LMIA, so that we know what to be preparing for.
Okay. The thing with the fees is that the fees are in segments. They're in segments, they're in segment. And the best thing to do for the fee is that if they contact us via our email, which is there, you can see our email there. If they do contact, if anyone is interested and contact us, we'll be able to break it down for them, because it's so much to go through, and everyone is different. Everyone has different situation. They are in different situation and different way to attend to them. So I would say the best way to address that is when they have they send an email, we'll be able to reply and then break everything down, how much it will cost, and then give them a proper a proper fee, rather than just say it here. Yeah. Any other question? Okay, I do not see any question there, so I think we will be. The email is there on the chat column. You can see there is the same email. The YouTube channel is Morocco Travel _services, and the email is the info.moroccohealthcare@gmail.com. So is there. So yeah, please, you can actually see it there. So if you contact us with that email address, we will be able to send you the breakdown. You tell us the situation. There are things that we need to ask, and then we can then send you. I mean, I've sent messages to a lot of people, and I can elaborate more on that if they need. Yeah. Okay, I see one question being asked, and the question there is that for the route 1, how authentic is it for someone to get a secure job without losing fund at the end? Will there be accommodation for the number 1 route? I think that's what she's trying to ask. Well, that's what she's trying to ask. Well, this pathway, to be honest with you, is, like I said, is a shared responsibility. You have to go through the interview process. I mean, it's not a I won't say it's not something that is never done. Every time you go through a work and you want to you source for a work, you go through interview stage. So this allows you to have communication with the employer. You see who they are and you understand what their job or rather the company represent and all that. And the truth about it is that you need to have good communication command. You need to be able to speak and interact with them. That's what it means. So it is secured, but you have to interact with them. You have to answer their questions. When they ask you questions, I mean, you need to be prepared to speak with them and answer them when they speak with you. So that's the basic thing about this one. You have to speak with them, and yeah. That's the only thing you do. You're not doing the IELTS, you're not doing the IELTS exam, so which is very good for you. So that's why you need to choose the jobs that you are familiar with and things that you can do. Or you do healthcare. Healthcare is a very everyone, we all take care of one person or the other. We take care of either our children, our husbands, or the husband takes care of wife. You know that they will eat at home. You know that your parents will have something to eat. You need to you have elderly ones in your community, so you know how you take care of them. When you see an elderly person crossing the road, you have to quickly want to help them, make sure that they cross safely. So all that are part of what you need to be mindful of. Yeah. So the accommodation, like I said, the accommodation, it depends on the employer. The employer can can say, I'm going to I'm going to give you a place to stay for a week, a month, or 1 year or thereabout. It all depends on the employer. They decide that, but nevertheless, we're going to help you get accommodation, regardless if they are not if they don't have accommodation, we would source that out for you, making sure you get a place close to um the 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 workplace. The only thing you need to do is to focus on your interview. That's the basic of it all. Yeah. You are welcome. Any other question? I think a lot of people are sending me messages and saying that they're trying to join, they are unable to join and things like that. But we will have it on YouTube, like I said. We have it on YouTube. They can we can send it to them and they'll be able to watch it after this. Yeah. So I think we should end it now. Thank you, everyone. I think we've done justice to it. So the earlier you get contact us, the better and the faster it will be. And obviously, you're not paying all the money. One thing I want to also say, you're not paying all the money at once. So it is it is divided into different stages. So when you start, you pay a fraction of it. Then at a stage again, you pay another. So it is distributed along the way. So it's not heavy on you at once. Yeah. it's a very, I tell you, this is an opportunity you need to grab, because it is just straightforward. It's legit, it's straightforward. You won't get anything better than this one. Yeah. So that's that one, because instead of people telling you, a lot of YouTubers, they tell you, go to this job, go and do this, go to that. That is not what we are doing. What we are doing is we are sourcing for the job for you. We are not waiting for you. We are not giving you any names. Go and look for the job, and you don't even know what to do. We follow you from day one, from your CV. We help you through. We are like a pilot taking you on this journey. So we follow you up from day one, making sure that you get the job. So anyone can actually, whether you're from Asia, whether you are from any part of Africa, any country can apply for the job. You can come to us and we will sort it out, because we have a robust team. Morocco, the team in Morocco are there, and also we have a team we have the coordinators in Canada and in the UK. We are working together to make this happen. So there are lots of people working to make sure that you get it. So you are for sure very safe. So that is why we interview people when we want to start anything. We interview people and make sure that they are, they can communicate effectively, because it's part of it. You have to have communication skills, because you can't even travel when people are asking you questions. You can't even tell them your name. I mean, you can get to the embassy, to the airport, and they ask you your name, ask you your date of birth, ask you where you are going. You should be able to tell them where you are going. You can't go to the airport and they ask you, where are you going to? And you'll be looking at them and say, oh, I think I don't know. Would that be logical? So these are the things we will train you to. We will definitely, stay with you and stand with you all through. So the first step now is for you. There's a form. If you want the form, I will send it to you. There's a form where you need to fill that form. That's the first step. When you fill the form, send it to me. You send it to us there. And when you send it, then you can, that is just the first step, the form. You need to fill, we need to know who you are. And then we allocate a coordinator from Canada for you to go with you through all that, and will support you. You have a lot of support, believe me, so it's a very good one. Yeah. All right. Having said that, can we end now? Is everyone okay? Can we end? Is everyone well informed? Are we okay?
Yes, from me, everything is quite clear.
Very good. Thank you. Any question at all? Because if you have any question, we are here to answer the question now, so that you can make okay. Yes, you can. Yeah. Okay. I think we will give Oluwatoyin the platform, because especially those that want to go through the healthcare job line. If you want to use that, which is very is one of the best, and they need people in the health sector, because it's one area where the labor market is falling short in Canada. So they need healthcare workers. So, and we do induction and orientation courses also, where we tell you, we really do in depth of what Canada holds for you and what you need to know about Canada. We do it for UK as well and all the other places. So I will leave Oluwatoyin to elaborate on the courses, our training platform, which will really help you in so many areas. We're going to be doing engineering and tourism, hospitality, and all that in the future. But now we are focused in healthcare, and she's going to give you some information about that. Thank you. Thank you, Oluwatoyin.
Okay, thank you, MD. Thank you, everyone. Briefly, I'll just quickly tell us that we have some healthcare courses that you can do, certified courses that you can do if you want to diversify into the health sector when you go out there to Canada or to UK. We have courses like care certificates that you can use to work in anywhere under the health sector. Or in case you are also in the health sector, but you need more professional courses, more certified courses, we offer those courses. You can actually reach out to me on the email that was dropped in the chat box to get the link for our website. I would have dropped the link right now, but it is undergoing some changes, so we don't want people to go there and do something that is going to break it down for now. So you can just reach out to us on that email so that by the time the email is 100% working, I can just send you the website link so that you can see for yourself the various courses we offer, what you can do with your level of ability, what you can actually do to work in the health sector. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming today. Do have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you,
Okay.
Toyin. I think we've had enough of it, at least for today. As the MD rightly said, we can bring it to a close while we prepare for the next stage.
I just want to quickly say something. One of the our partners, the legal team that are really into making sure they are the one getting all the contracts and bringing this together. They will be joining us. The next webinar that we'll be having, probably we'll be having it next Saturday, if that will be the case. But I know this one came in a very short notice. We will let people know before we have that we're going to have it sometime in the week so that they're prepared. So they will be here for the next webinar, and they will really give us information that we need, especially any question you want to ask for the Australia, the Canada, the UK, because there's a very good one, very good strategic plan for those coming to work in the UK. That, you know, the system that we're going to use for the UK is a system that nobody will come use that pathway and complain and say, we got here and we didn't get job. No, you have the job. It is yours. So when you come into the UK, you determine what happens. So you are not going to go under anyone. You're going to come under your own self. So you are part and parcel of the company, and then you would have a major say. So the problems that has been going on, whereby people come in, they don't get the jobs, they get COS, which is the certificate of sponsorship. They get the certificate of sponsorship, but when they come into the country and they find out that they don't even have the job, there are issues with the job. So the government, we are working strictly with the government and closely with them, and they've come up with this that we can actually bring in people. So it is legit. They've done it a way where we don't have to, where, you know, people are going through, you know, passing through all the other means. They don't have to go through that. This is something that the government have put in place. For how long this will be, I don't know, but right now it has come and we have it. We have the link. We are working with the government in the UK to get this done. So they will be talking about it as well as the other on our next webinar. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Paul. Thank you, everyone.
You're welcome, ma. Thanks for this very educative session. We look forward to the next webinar. Thank you, ma. And thank you all for coming.